Tonight with our top story. Governor Patrick Morrisey visited Parkersburg earlier this afternoon to grant a local sober living facility funds to continue the work they do for Wood County and the surrounding counties. Our Haley Lanham attended the press conference to learn more about the funding.
Governor Patrick Morrisey stopped by Parkersburg to grant the Mid-Ohio Valley Fellowship Home $80,000. These funds will go towards peer recovery support services that provide for Wood and surrounding counties. Governor Morrisey expressed how the Mid-Ohio Valley is wonderful, and with grants like these, it can fight the opioid epidemic.
Substance abuse has ravaged Wood County and Jackson County and Pleasants County and a lot of the surrounding areas very, very hard. So grants like the ones we're talking about today, especially that deal with peer recovery, that makes a big difference.
Morrisey explains why this grant is focusing on peer recovery.
One of the things I've learned fighting the drug epidemic over a long period of time is that when individuals are by themselves, they're not connected to their family or their communities, that's when relapse is more likely to occur. So peer recovery and connection makes a big difference. And that's why it's exciting that we're here today with this effort to foster peer recovery.
I asked the governor, why is fighting this crisis your top priority? And why does it mean so much to you? This was his response.
I want to make sure that we don't have another generation that falls prey to senseless death. And so my heart goes out to so many of the people that have lost loved ones. It's something that unites West Virginians, that we know we all can tell personal stories about the drug epidemic. And I want to make sure that we don't forget that. And every day we keep making progress to reduce and ultimately eliminate those overdoses.
Berkeley and Tucker counties and the West Virginia Sober Living were also granted funding. In Parkersburg, I'm Haley Lanham with WTAP News. This is Home.